you a question. It's not on the board, but look up, please. How many of those little boxes can fit in that big box?
What box?
Oh. Let's rephrase that. How many of those little boxes can fit in that big box?
3 up. Wait, 4. I got 4.
Okay.
Wait, no.
16.
No.
Hold on. Only one.
Wait,
No.
it's 12. Right? It's 12, right? 12.
It's more than 4. I know
It's
that.
12, whatever he said. 8.
Why is it 12? Why is it 3? Why is it 4?
4.
Okay. So, do you agree that this little box right here is 4 on every single side because it's a cube? So, I'm going to take this right here, and you are saying this right here, I can fit how many of them in this box right here?
You can fit as many as you want.
Okay, I fit 3. Did that cover the whole box?
No.
No, can I fit more than that?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you agree that I could also fit 3? Oh, don't do that. Do you also agree? No. Come on. Come on. There we go. No. Okay, we're coming over here. Do you also agree? And I know this is like obviously going to be a little bit, but I can fit 3 up as well. Do y'all agree with that?
Sure.
Close. I mean, not really, but kind of. So, if I can do that, how many can I fit right here in this front row? 3 more each way, which is right. So let's talk about that. Y'all look up, please. So, do you agree just in this front of this box I can fit 9?
Sure.
Y'all agree with that?
Yes.
Now, is that all I can fit?
No.
Why not?
Because you can fit like behind it.
Can't you also go behind this? Right? Okay? So, before I give you the answer, I want y'all to look up, please. Do you agree 4 times what gives me 12?
3.
Times 3. Do you also agree last unit I gave you a chart where I told you, look up please, last unit I gave you a chart where I told you if the scale factor was times 2, what was the perimeter? Times the same thing, times 2. And what happened to the area? You squared, so didn't we do times 2 squared? Which was what? Times 4. We are going to add another column today. We are going to add the volume column. Now, the volume column is going to do what? Anybody want to take a guess? Times 2 cubed. What is 2 cubed? What is 2 times 2 times 2? 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So if it was times 2, then it would be times 8. Well, what is my scale factor here? What's happening from 4 to 12? Times 3. So let's talk about what's going to happen. If it's times 3, what happens to my perimeter? Shh, ladies. Times 3. What's going to happen to my area? Times 3 squared, which is times 9. What would happen to my volume? Times 3 cubed. What is 3 cubed? Oop. Oop. Just attendance. That's just attendance. Alright, so if I want to do 3 cubed, what is 3 cubed? 27. So this could fit 27 boxes in it. Let me prove it to you. Watch. Remember the volume of a cube we learned on Friday? What is the formula for volume of a cube? S cubed. So this one I would do 12 cubed. Thank you. She's not here today. Yeah, thanks. Alright. And then if I wanted to find the volume of this small cube, look up please. Again, I would do S cubed. What's my small one? 4 cubed. So in Desmos, I'm going to do 4 cubed, and I'm going to do 12 cubed. And what would I do to figure out how many fit inside? Not subtract, divide. So I'm going to divide 1728 divided by 64. How many fit in? 27. So, what we are going to be learning today is this chart that you have on your desk. I'm going to go over it. I'm going to do it on the paper because I like that better. So, if you can please. This is a test question that is worth, I think, like 8 points on your test just by filling in the chart. So, let's fill in this chart together. I'm going to pull up Desmos to make sure. Alright, first thing I need you to know, one dimension. This is your scale factor. Please write that down. It is also your perimeter. Because remember, the scale factor and the perimeter, they're the same. Write it down, please. Melanie, stay with me. What about 2-dimension? What's that? 2-dimension shapes, what is that? Finding the area. And then what about 3-dimension? Volume. I promise we don't. It's not our goal in life. I promise. Alright. If the scale factor is if the scale factor is times 5, can you put a times 5 right there? What am I going to multiply my areas by? By 5 squared. What is 5 squared? 25. So you would multiply your areas by 25. What are we going to do to the volumes? By 5 cubed. Does anybody know what 5 cubed is? Put it in Desmos. What is it? 125 times bigger. Y'all, this is what you're doing for the test. Filling out a chart. Now, what if I give you the middle number? What if I tell you, hey, the area is times 36 times bigger? Can I figure out what the scale factor is? How? Why times 6? How do you know that? What could I do if I didn't know it was times? Like Alex knows it's times 6, but how are y'all supposed to know? What is that called? Square root it. What is the square root of 36? So 6 squared, so this is times 6. So again, if you're in the middle, y'all, square root it. If you're in the middle column, to get to the first one, you square root it, because you're going backwards. Normally I square it. What's the opposite of squared? Square root. So if it's 6 right here, what is going to go in my third column? Times 6 cubed. What is 6 cubed? Oh. 6 cubed is... That means my volumes are 216 times bigger. That's a lot, right? All right. So this new column, this last column. You with me over there, Yuri? Melanie? Y'all with me? Look up. If y'all can pull Desmos up for me, I want you to do this with me.
Sure.
Emma, you with me? Barely? All right, look up, please. What if I'm in the last column? How do I figure out what cube that is? So we're actually not going to square root. Square root's for the second column. But there is something called a cube root. Yeah, that exists. You'll learn all about that in Algebra 2. But what I want you to do, please, right now, is in Desmos, I need everybody to pull up the keyboard and hit this functions button. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, do you see what looks like a square root? Yeah, click that. This is called an nth root, meaning I could make this any root I wanted to. We're going to make it cubed root. We're going to put a little 3 there. You are going to do this if you get something in the third column. You're going to get something in the third column on your test. You will do this. So, what is the cube root of what's in my third column? Put 343, and what is my answer? 7 is what? The first column. The first column is times 7. By the way, y'all look up. You will never be going in between these two columns. Everything goes back to the first column. And so now that I know that first column 7, what is my middle column going to be?
49.
Why? 7 squared is 49. And y'all, this is your test question. Now, do we love fractions? No. But are we going to do the exact same thing with them? Yes. And you have Desmos. Desmos will do it for you. So, if I have 2/3 in this first column, what do I do to get the second one?
Times 2/3.
Not square root. What am I going to do? Squared. What is 2/3 squared? Just put parentheses. 2/3 squared is, that's disgusting.
What?
Oh, that number.
Oh.
So do it into a fraction, and what do I get? Oh, that's prettier. It's still a fraction, but at least your Desmos did it for you.
For real.
What would I do in this last column? 2/3 cubed. I thought y'all had matured. Guess not. What do I get? 8/27 is in that column. I want you to try with your Desmos to do the next two on your own. Remember, what do you do when it's in the second one? What do you do when it's in the third one? Oh, by the way, to cube root, we do a little 3 with a square root sign. That's a cube root. I did the little 3 with a root sign.
You get the point.
Alright, how did you do the second one?
I don't know.
How do you do number 5? What do you do? Square root it. So I'm gonna, ladies, square root 36/25. And then again, what do I need to hit? The fraction. So what do I get? 6/5. Now that I have that first column, what do I do? I have to do 6/5 cubed. So now in my calculator, I'm going to do 6/5 raised to the third. By the way, again, right next to the squared is that a to the b. That's the one that I did. And, oh, I don't like that. I want 216 over 125. Please write that down.
Miss, do you like fractions or what? This is just...
Yeah, I wanted you to practice with fractions. Not that I particularly like them, but you do have Desmos and it'll do it all for you as long as you hit the fraction button.
I still hate them.
Right, but... All right, last one. What if I'm in the third column? What do I do? Okay, the new thing. Everybody, let's do the new thing together. Hit functions. Scroll to the very bottom. And which one do I click?
The one with the N
And what do I put there? A 3. And then what goes in my square root? 27 over 64. What does that give me? What does that give me?
Wait.
Like
3 over 4?
3 over 4.
I don't have a fraction one.
I'm scared.
And if I know this is 3 over 4, can I fill in the middle column?
Yes.
With what?
I'll break your number.
What do I do in the middle column? Yes, you do.
Burn it.
9 over 16.
But yeah, you're right. But what am I going to do to 3 over 4?
I don't know.
Square it. And I get 9 over 16. All right. This is our last page in our notebook. Again, you still don't, we're not done. Don't crumble it. You still need this for your assessment. So, let's add to our table of contents.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
You know.
You know what it's about?
What? The revolution.
Yeah. Just a battle. Just a minute. Yeah. All right. Can y'all add, I don't know if we wrote down 69. Can y'all add 69 and 70? 69 is the flip book.
Can you go back to the note part?
What about it? All right. Hey guys, can y'all be quiet for 1 second so I can talk?
Yes, ma'am.
Shh, I'm going to give a couple instructions. Number 1, there are only 4 glues around the room. We made it, we used up 100 glues this year.
What?
100 glues this year in this class. Not this class, but in all my classes. All right, I asked y'all not to talk. Shush your neighbor if they're talking. Okay, number 2. So there are only 4 glues. As soon as you glue this in, please pass it to somebody else. They need glue. Number 2. Page 69 is this flip book right here. I know a lot of us did this, but we did not glue it in. So please make sure you glue in this flip book to 69. And then 70 is today's paper. So you're gluing in these 2 things if you haven't already. All right? You are using these 3 pages on your assessment next week. So make sure, y'all, make sure that you have good notes taken. Did I say this week or next week? This week, sorry, on Wednesday. You have an assessment on this on Wednesday. You have a test on Friday. All right? For the rest of the class, which is 30 minutes, you are now going to do that other half sheet that you have for a grade. So here's what we're going to do.